Hello everybody, welcome to another review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the brand new album by Exit Eden, their second record titled Femmes Fatale. So, if you haven't heard of this band, it's a pretty small symphonic metal band, which I don't really know if they've received much attention. I feel like if they have, it's purely because of the covers, especially since their 2017 album Rhapsodies in Black, which was 7 years ago now, which is pretty insane. Be honest, it's at least 6 to 7 years, but that was entirely covers. This was something I guess was just a path the band wanted to take it, just to see how they could build up their own sound while also covering tracks that they enjoy. However, I kind of am in the mood for Exit Eden when it comes to making some more original material. So this album does have 6 new tracks that are not covers, which is nice. You have Femme Fatale, you have Run, Buried in the Past, Dying in My Dreams, Hold Back Your Fear, and Elysium, which I think they do vary. I think Femme Fatale is the weakest track on the album. I think it's just a very sluggish start. It doesn't really hold up with the creative ideas that tracks like Hold Back Your Fear or Run do, which in my opinion from the covers, these are the two of the best tracks. I feel like Run, with the feature of Marco Haitala, I think that's how you pronounce it, it's a really good addition. I think it just kind of enhances it, just gives it a little bit more depth and I guess a bit more uniqueness for that matter. But Hold Back Your Fear definitely does the job right, and it definitely makes one of the last tracks on the album just flow nicely. We have got 6 covers on this one. We have a cover by Pet Shop Boys, It's a Sin. We have Separate Ways, which is a Journey track. We have Désenchantée, which is a Hyleen Farmer track. We have Poison, which is an Alice Cooper track. We have an Alone track by I-10, which is the name that Billy Steinberg and Tom Kelly decided to, I guess, release the track under. I'm not quite sure about that one because I haven't really heard this one. And Kaylee, which this one is a Marillion cover, and I'm honestly intrigued how there's different ideas going into it. You got something that's a little bit old school rock metal with Alice Cooper, to something quite progressive like Kaylee, to something very electronic like Pet Shop Boys. It's a very weird mix of covers, and I feel like it kind of gives you different results from what you'd expect. There's some covers that are better than others, but I think the worst two have got to be Désenchantée and Alone. It's not that Désenchantée being a French song is the problem. I just think the issue with it is the overall instrumentation. I know that I can't really understand the lyrics on the track, but that doesn't really take it away. I think the original song probably sounds fine. I don't know it. It's just that I think Exit Eden doesn't give it the best light when it comes to some of the more bland instrumentation, and this one just didn't really stand out to me whatsoever anyway. And Alone is just a bit boring. I just felt like there wasn't really much to it, and I think even so it doesn't really work as well as a cover, and that kind of is the opinion for half the tracks on this album. Poison was a surprising one. I think worked in some cases, but I still would rather listen to the original, and I think I can say that with everything here. I feel like the original material is probably just stronger, but if you want to know my favourite cover, it's probably the Kaylee one. I think that one by Marillion is probably the best one on the album, as it does kind of fit into the writing that they are producing here. And when it comes to the non-singles, when it comes to the non-track covers, I definitely prefer them, but not all of them. Femme Fatale is a pretty weak one. But yeah, Hold Back Your Fear and Run are some of the best tracks on the album. I think there's some good ideas this album has to offer, but when it comes to their own identity, I still feel like they're not fully sure, and they're not too confident to release a full album, so there's a lot of covers. And I get that, but I'm honestly hoping Exit Eden by album 3 just at least ditches the covers entirely to try something, all brand new material, because this is still half the album's covered. You go from an album full of it, then half the album having it. In my opinion, it's a bit more of an improvement and a step forward to your own writing style, but it doesn't give you the best light when you pick songs that don't necessarily work as covers or translate as well as Exit Eden covers, as well as having some songs that I just don't think quite are as well constructed, even as unique tracks. But it's a learning curve, and I think the band's just gonna keep experimenting until they get the perfect pitch right. But yeah, Femmes Fatale, it's not bad. It's not a great album, and I wouldn't say it's a bad one either. I think it's kind of a alright one, I guess, because some of the best stuff on here is pretty good, but there's still some stuff that I just wouldn't really care to go back into. It's an album where I feel very mixed on it, and I guess that's why I'm going to leave it. It's a 2.5 for me out of 5. It's a whatever album. I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you so much for watching, and see you guys in the next video.